Hello juniors, and welcome to this week's episode of your Senior Project Advisory videos. Today's goal is to talk about our upcoming proposal due date, a brief summary of how we will be submitting, and what happens if students do not submit on time. We are also going to go over 3 sections of the proposal, so please start to open your proposal on your Chromebook and get ready to go through these sections. Here we go. While you are finding your proposal in your Google Drive, we want to give you an overview of the submission process. The proposal will be due in advisory on Wednesday, November 8th. You will be submitting the typed portion, meaning just the Google Doc, not the signature forms, on Wednesday, November 8th during advisory. So it's very important you have your Chromebook charged and ready that day. Remember, we have a couple more advisories coming up before the submission on November 8th. But most likely these advisory times will not be enough to complete the entire proposal. You will have to finish the proposal on your own time, like a homework assignment. Students who do not submit a complete typed draft, which means every section is typed and complete, will lose privileges. All students who do not submit that day will no longer be eligible to apply for the College for Me trip. These students will also lose their athletic and co-curricular eligibility, and these students will also lose the privilege of attending the winter formal dance. So remember, we've been working on this since the second week of school. The videos are all posted online if you need to review any portion of the proposal, but you must submit on time Wednesday, November 8th. Now that you are looking at your proposal in your Google Drive, we are going to go over Section F, My Integrity, and Section G, My Goal Dates. Section F is all about your academic honesty and taking responsibility for the project. Please read this carefully and do not change it. Including this on your proposal means that you agree to this and you agree to take responsibility to complete this project. You will get help from your consultant as well as your proposal grader and perhaps your client, but ultimately this work is your responsibility. That's what Section F is all about. As you continue down, look at Section G. Here you will list 3 goal dates. These goal dates should start no earlier than February of 2018 and should go no later than March of 2019. This is because all projects will be due right after spring break of your senior year. These are just goal dates. What that means is if you don't end up doing these items at these exact dates, that is okay. These are just meant to help you plan. But remember, everything must be complete by spring break of 2019 because right when you come back, portfolios will be due and we will go right into senior defense. So when you're planning the dates, just try to think, when would you start with your learning? When would you transition into practice? And when would you complete the final stages of your product or performance? Just include a month and a year. Now continue down the proposal and look at Section H, My Costs. This is a bullet point list of costs that you are anticipating to have to purchase for your project. You are not required to spend any money on the senior project. And remember that we should consider these costs before submitting this proposal and prior to even selecting a project. All of the sheets of guidelines have anticipated costs listed right at the very top, so be sure to look at those if you're at all concerned. Discuss the costs with your parent and guardian, and remember to also ask your consultant if you need a more precise idea of costs. If you feel that a project is going to be too expensive, and the most expensive ones typically include construction, cooking, and landscaping, as well as automotive, please don't select that project. We don't want you to feel burdened by costs. Many projects can share costs or reduce costs by borrowing items, for example, with a cosmetology project. If you're going to be doing makeovers, a person might have their own makeup that you can use to do those makeovers. So you do not have to buy all of the makeup for each client. That's an example where your client or even maybe your consultant might have some items that you can borrow or use throughout the course of the project. What you'll do is you'll make a bullet list of your expected costs and what you have to purchase. Remember to look online for estimates, or you can ask your client or consultant if you're not sure. Now that we have gone over By this point in all of our videos, we have gone over all of the sections of the proposal except the signature forms. Next week, you will receive a printed packet of forms, and the video will go over the purpose and requirements for each form. Remember that these forms are not due on November 8th. Only the typed Google Doc portion of the proposal will be due November 8th. Now that you have all of the information, and remember, each video that we have done in advisory is posted to the Class of 2019 Junior Advisory Videos link from the Senior Project website, we want to encourage you to use your advisory time as well as your own time to complete this typed proposal. There is no quiz to complete today. Use the rest of this time in advisory to complete your proposal, and remember to come see me or Mrs. Meredith if you have any questions. We are found in room 50 and 140A, as well as by email, so don't hesitate to stop by. We will return to taking quizzes next week for more prizes. Thank you so much, have a great day, and thanks for your attention.